Hi everybody, it's your girl Marissa from UnleashYourFab, and today I want to do this video on frequent asked questions on my digital product, the retail wholesale vendor list. Yes, the name is long, I know. I'm sorry, but that's just what the list is. Sorry. So I often get customers who DM me asking me questions about the product, wanting to understand it, and sometimes you may not be explaining the product right or whatever. So I just felt the need to do a video for it with frequent asked questions. I'm sorry, I keep switching making the camera shake. Okay, so you often get questions about your products. So I said it would have been a good idea to do a frequent asked video for questions that I often get on the products, because you have some customers who may not be bold enough to ask you questions in your DM. So this is just a little short video to explain some of the questions, to give you some answers, some clarity on the product. So let me introduce myself formally. First of all, my name is Marissa. I am a concept developer that assists persons in modifying their ideas to create income. With my numerous years in business admin, I assist persons and individuals in maintaining and having a consistent income. Basically, with my experience in office administration, I like to help persons. I like to help with bettering your product. I like to help you see cash flowing and staying in your bank account. And one of my first businesses that I started was retail. I got into retail, so obviously if I'm going to help people, I need to help people in what my experience is. My first experience was retail, so as an entrepreneur myself. So obviously I'm going to help persons in retail and then venture off into other things. I also have classes on branding. I have an audio on branding, and I do private sessions on branding if you need one-on-one with branding your business and helping you to understand branding, helping you to realize that you're branding every day, to bring that awareness to you more is what I do. So if you are interested in that, have no problem. There's no problem. Just inbox me, message me. We could talk more if you have any questions on setting up a class for that. That's no problem. So let's get into the frequently asked questions. Like I said, for me, I started my retail business being a recent single mother needing extra income. That's my story. I needed extra income. I was living off of one income. I had my son. I needed to take care of him, and I needed extra cash fast. And I would research sites, and I often thought to myself that to start a business you had to have so much money to start it for your inventory. You have to have a bunch of money to be able to purchase on the sites and stuff like that. And one day, out of my frustration, I was like, forget this, I'm not waiting. I started with $50. I found one of my sites that allowed you to purchase accessories for $50, and I purchased accessories. I went out to my local store and I bought like a clear bin, and I put all the accessories in the bin, and I used to take it with me to work. And when I saw co-workers, I would let them know, hey, I just started selling little women accessories, $3 and up. If you want to take a look, just let me know, and I'll have it in my car and on lunch breaks and stuff. I would get couple sales and stuff like that. So that's how I started. And as I grew and invested in that, I started to add other little stuff. I started to add handbags. I started to add a little bit of makeup, then a little bit of clothes. Then I went into my real passion, which was when my income increased. I started to add shoes, women's shoes, size 11, because that's my thing. And then I went into the hair care business because I like natural hair. Obviously I'm a naturalist, so I like those type of stuff. So that's how my business grew. I opened the front store, and eventually I closed the front store, and I just did the retail business as continuously as a side hustle online, running my business. And not recently, but I started to accumulate these websites, and I put it all together on a listing because I understood the struggle. I understood people not trusting sites and not knowing which site they should purchase from, because the internet is wide and you often get overwhelmed. So I put this digital product together with a listing of wholesalers. So let me get into the questions before I start answering the questions, before asking the questions. So some of the questions are, I'm going to be looking at my notes. So I already answered that one. What is a retail wholesale vendor list all about? Basically, it's a list of websites that provide wholesale prices. Wholesale prices are cheaper prices than what you would find in the retail store, meaning so that you buy them cheaper so you can sell it at an increased price. So basically that's what wholesaling is. Wholesaling is buying a lump sum of one item at a cheaper price so that you can add your profit, you could add your cost of goods, the amount of cost that you accumulated to achieve those goods. You add all of that into your product when you sell it. Some of the sites on it, I don't think I had that question listed here, but it just dawned on me. Some of the sites, they allow you to buy one item at a wholesale price, and some sites you have to buy like 6 to 12 of one item. So I did put a list of a variety of different type of wholesalers to suit different type of people needs. Like for me, when I first started out, I didn't want to start up with 6 of one item. I maybe want to start up with one of one item. I got a good site on this list that has for new entrepreneurs who don't have the funds to accumulate, or who don't have the funds, who want to have a bunch of one item. I have an awesome site on here where they give you a bundle, meaning like basically you pick this package for a bundle of tops, like shirts, and they give you a variety of tops at a variety of prices. That is an awesome one for anybody who's starting out small but still wants to have a variety of stuff so it looks like you have a lot of stuff. And that's some of the stuff that I do in my private sections. I teach you how to maneuver and trick, because not everybody needs to know what's going on in the back house of your business. When your customer comes, they just want to know what you could provide. They just want to know that you're a good business, a striving business. You don't need them to know you're struggling, you just starting out. That ain't their business. That's your back house business. When your customers come, they just need to see the variety of things you have so that they could purchase from you. So let's get back into the questions before I start coaching. Let's go. So how many pages are on the list? There are about 10 pages on this digital list. Basically, it's a digital product that you purchase for about $25 or less, and depending on my promotions, and you get an email to print this document. You could save it on your, I advise everybody to save it on their laptops, on their memory, because stuff happen, on their flash drives, and then print a copy for themselves to look at. Once you purchase the product, obviously, once you're a purchaser of me or my customer, I have no problem directing you on the list. If it's there particular things that you want to start purchasing right away, I could direct you to particular sites to go on to look at, because like I said, it's 10 pages. Another question would have been, I don't want to jump questions, but obviously another question is how many sites are listed. There's over 80 sites. You're going to get overwhelmed if you want to just hurry up, get into it. If you're like me, somebody don't want to take time, don't want to waste time in looking at all the sites, but you maybe already know what your focus point is, then you could ask me, DM me, and I could tell you which sites to go on. You might just want to open up a shoe business. I could tell you right off the bat which sites to go on to look for your shoes, and then you could start your business from there. What type of products are provided on the list? Basically, on the list they have women, men, and children items. Clothing, shoes, accessories, meaning sunglasses, hats, scarves, belts, you name it, makeup. I even have hair care products. I have wholesale hair sites on there if you're interested in, because some stores, they have a little of everything on their sites, in their physical stores. So on my list, I decided to add a variety of stuff to help anybody who wanted to start a business. The next question is, are there plus size are there plus size clothing on the list? Of course, there are plus size clothing on the list. Yeah, plus size, regular size, like I said, children, men, women. Why did you feel the need to create this site? I felt the need to create this site because obviously, like I said, I was a retailer, and I had the frustration of going on the internet and researching. Like I said, I've been in this business now for, my son is 10, about 9 years, and I decided to do it because I needed more income. I was a single mother and I needed assistance in increasing my income. At the time, I spent a lot of time looking at sites and not sure which sites would be legitimate for me to purchase from. And I think that wasted a lot of time, and I said, let me create this list to help others to know what sites that they maybe could trust a little faster to speed up their business process. So that's why I started it. Is the list just for those starting a business? No, the list isn't for those who are just starting a business. This listing is also for people who have been in business for years. Like I said, there's over 80 sites listed on it. Different ranges of sites, meaning some bigger, some smaller. Like we have like about 2 sites on it that are like a wholesale district site. It's one site that caters to wholesalers coming on that site and having little stores on that site to show you what they provide. I mean, it's like so much that those 2 sites, you might not even have to look at the rest of the listing. Those 2 sites provide a lot. I had a friend who has a natural hair store, and she purchased the list from me. She purchased the list because for the new year, for 2018, she wanted to venture off and add new items to her store to increase her income. So she purchased the list, and I directed her to some sites that was more accommodating for her, which would have been in the Miami district for her. So I gave her the list. She purchased the list, and I sat down with her and gave her the focus points for the area that she wanted to purchase from. So that's what I do. Once you purchase from me, you DM me and we could connect and we could go over the list together and help you to start where you need to start. Like I said, there's over 80 websites listed on it. How many of the sites are how many of the sites have women's shoes? There's over 11 sites that provide women's shoes on the list. Does the list have this? I'm getting all tired. Does most of the list stay up with the latest trends? Of course, this is their market. This is what they do. They have to stay up with the latest trends so that you know what are the latest trends to purchase from them. So all of the sites, that's their goal. Some of the sites have features where they basically they highlight most popular purchase items. And most of the time I find when you see most popular purchase items, they are items that let's say for women, there are items that women consistently always need, and then there are also items listed there that are the new items in the new trends. So always in the most popular purchase list, you'll find items that women always purchase. Women always like lipstick. Women always like to need to have a black bag, flat shoes. So most of those stuff you'll see on the top of most popular purchase. Stuff that retailers have to consistently have in their store, that women will always be looking for, that women will always need. And then you'll see on the sites where you see popular new trends. You'll always see new items on the popular purchase because they are the new trends, like them puffy keychain and all these stuff. And those sites will help you keep in what's new. They'll always show you what's new in, what they have new in purchase, because that's their job. So their job is to let you know what's new, and your job is to make sure know what they have provided that's new and keep on those, depending on your focus point. You may be focusing on the younger ones who want to keep into these new stuff. You may be focusing on more older women who are more settled and not necessarily have to be in the new trend, but they more want affordable items. So it's basically what your focus point is in your business, that you would know what to focus on your sites. Now the next question is, have you personally purchased from all of the sites? No, I've not personally purchased from all of the sites. And anybody who tell you that they purchase over from 80 other sites, they're lying. I have not personally purchased from all the sites, but I've personally contacted all of the ones that I have not purchased from and accumulated a relationship with them, ask them questions about their company and their quality and how they provide and how they assist their customers, so that I felt comfortable enough to put them on my list. And some of them, most of them I did. Some of them I purchased from personally for my business or for other persons who were interested in the items. I assisted them in getting their products, because not everybody is internet savvy. So that's some of my side stuff that I do. A question outside of the listing is, what I often get asked is, how much inventory is a good starting point in your opinion? I don't think there's a particular amount. It depends on your budget. It depends on your income that you want to accumulate. Like I said, for me, when I started out, my income wasn't huge. So I started off with $50, and then I increased. As I made the money back, I put it back. And I increased my items. So obviously, as I increase my items, I increase in sales. So if you're opening a front store, you can need a couple thousand. You can need for inventory, because you want to start off on the right foot. You want to start off fully stocked and to provide in a variety of things. If you're starting off online or just as a side hustle, whatever amount suits you, whatever amount is in your budget, I would say start with that. Don't wait to focus on an amount that is too high, that will take you too long to start. Most sites, you have to purchase at least $100 worth of inventory. So just focus on saying your target amount is going to be $100 to $200, and you could start from there. If you good and you got couple towels, good. Start off with your towels and rock it, get your variety, and go there booming. But everybody has a different budget. But everybody budget is a good amount to start, because that is your budget and you can push it. And as I say, if you start small, just make sure put the funds back into the inventory to grow it. And as it grows, your income will increase. Your income will increase. I hope I answered the question. I hope I made some sense. Last question is, how much and what sizes come in the cases like shoes, clothing, and accessories? Excuse me one second. Most sites have, like, when it comes to shoes, most sites have they have the average size group that they have will be 8, 9, 10, and 11 in the shoes. So some sites have where they have different groups. So that amount would be a group. Then they might have like 6, 7, 8, and 9. That's a different option you could pick. Then they might have 8, 9, 10. That's another option. So some shoe sites have where they give you them options to pick the size options that you want. Some just have the standard 8, 9, 10 and 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow. Shoes, and most of them come like The shoes vary. The shoes come like 24 in the case, 12 in the case. I have a site where you can purchase 1 different, but you still get it at the wholesale prices. Then clothing comes in small, medium, and large. Often 6 to 12 is the amount. XL, meaning extra large, and up is plus size category. Accessories come, when I say accessories, I mean eyewear, earrings, necklaces, stuff like that, rings. They come basically standard 12 a dozen in a case. Pretty much. Some sites have 6 where you could get like half the cases, which is cool. Most of them have, like, with the accessories, variety of styles. Like say if it was this ring, this ring will come like in silver, gold, and maybe like what they call this rust gold, and maybe another color. And obviously the silver and the gold would always be the less amount, because obviously everybody likes silver and gold. So like you might get like about 2 silver, 2 gold, and then they give you a bunch of the other colors what ain't popular. So that's how it usually comes. Like say with black, like if you get a shirt and it comes in variety colors, they may give you 2 black and then a bunch of other colors, because the black is the most popular, so obviously they can give you. And then when it comes to the sizes, with the small, medium, and large, you'll always get more small, and then you get less as the size get bigger. So it depends on what your sales market is, your customers, your focus customers are, to know what sites to purchase from, to know what is best for you and your customers. For me, when I had my retail store, when it comes to clothing, small sizes wasn't really good for me, because how I focused on larger size shoes, I tend to have more larger size women, so I had to basically focus more on having sizes large and up for my customers. As you work your business, you get to learn who your customers are, your ideal customer, and you figure out how to accommodate them, how to focus on them to lock those sales. So I hope the question and answer helped with understanding the product, retail wholesale vendor list that I provide. If you have any other questions, please feel free to DM me. I hope I answered all the questions well for everybody to understand, and please don't hesitate. Please check the link. Also, I provide the wholesale listing, like I said. Then I also provide the wholesale listing with a workbook that helps new retailers who don't know how to start, who don't know who their customers are going to be, who don't know anything about their business. They just know that they want to start a retail business. And it isn't just for people who want to start like clothing and accessory. The workbook is a general questionnaire that will assist anybody to start asking themselves these questions and put an answer. Because the first way to start a business, you have to put pen to paper. You have to write down and understand what your sales is, what your focus point is, and what direction you're going in. If you just up in the air, it's going to take you longer to really get to a point of seeing results in your business. So it's very important to put pen to paper. So like I said, the workbook is awesome. It helps you ask questions like what type of business you want, who is your ideal customer, how will you reach these customers, who are your competitors, like questions like that. And I go in depth with explaining it to you. I think I even go into branding a little bit, and then I also have an audio provided on teaching you in depth on branding. You know how branding was in existence from before we even knew what the name was, how we brand ourselves every day, how we brand our companies every day, and we need to be more mindful of how we're branding our company, how we're presenting ourselves, so that people see us. One of my main mottos is that people do not buy product, people buy people. Most of you will buy from me now because you know Marissa, you know who I am. I'm trying to show my face more, trying to get you to understand my personality more. You know, I'm a mother of two, I'm married, I'm on my hustle, I do with my stuff, I'm an accountant, I do business admin on the side too. So I'm a variety, and the more you get to know the face behind the company, the more you're gonna connect and know that maybe Marissa's gonna teach me in a way that I understand. Not everybody teaches for you to understand, you know. I have some mentors that I started to follow, I didn't understand their way of teaching, and I had to regroup and find new ones who I could relate to. And that's just how it is, you know. With your business, you gotta show your face. If you're shy, you gotta get out of your shyness. I was shy one time ago, and I had to get out of it. I had to get out of that shell, out of that box, and present myself, you know. So thank you guys for watching. Please take a look at my page for all the services I provide. If you're not on my Instagram is UnleashYourFab. You can find me. I'm going to make sure I have the links. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Have an awesome day. Love you guys. Bye.